blind smoke like a myth. Danny got notes on a kid with no clips. He said, yo, check that DB from Portland State. You're gonna laugh, but bro, he can straight up play. He know the verticals, hand size twitch, but more than the metrics, he reads that grit. No hype trains, no agency deals, he break down tape. No cap, just real. Every year he called names, no one knew. Then April hits, boom, round two. He saw it coming, y'all just scrolling. He dig through film while the rest stay trolling. Danny Savage, he the draft hall prophet. Elites are the kids and the D2 pockets.
Boom! Greetings from YouTubeville. Once again, Danny Savage, Draft Guru, coming at you with a player for the fall of 2025/2026 NFL Draft. Good afternoon, Charlene. Boom. Thank you for jumping in the chat. If you like the video, sub, give it a like. It don't cost a dime. I spoke about this before. Texas Tech went out because last year Ohio State spent $31 million on that championship team. So Texas Tech, boosters, big oil money, they went out and they spent $40 million for the team they have this season. So long story short, I had such a sleeper defensive tackle last year, bro. His name was Lee Hunter. He played at either UCF or USF in Florida. Bro, the kid's like 6'4", 330, and no one was talking about him at all. And I'm like, yo, he's coming out. And yo, I legit had him in my top 5 defensive tackles. And then I looked and I'm like, oh shit. He took a bag of money and he transferred to Texas Tech. But which, I'm happy for the kid. I'm good. Because you never know what's going to happen in the NFL, bro. You can blow your leg out first day of practice, never play. Hopefully these kids that get these bags, especially when they're young, they have guidance in their ears telling them what to do with the money, man. I know you want, first thing, when you're a young kid, first thing you do is want to go out and buy like a $500,000 car. If they have the right guidance in their ear, tell them to go out and buy 5 properties, put $100,000, put $50,000 down on each property. Actually, I would hold off on that bit because I'm not no technical advisor, but I'm just waiting for the real estate market to crash. People have very short memories. They don't remember the crash of 2008, but it's coming, and it's hit a lot of states already. It'll hit my area the last. But long story short, yeah, Lee Hunter. So Lee Hunter, he's on Texas Tech defensive tackle. The kid's a beast. I dropped a video on him already. This kid now, his name is David Bailey, linebacker/edge, 6'3", 240 pounds. He comes from Stanford. So boom, right off the bat, he has good size. The kid can fly. He's rangy, has bend. He's smart. Because that Stanford doesn't accept dummies. So the kid is smart. Jimmy Johnson once said, as long as you give me someone who's smart and has a heart, I'll take him. That's what they said about Charles Haley. Throughout all his problems, he was incredibly smart on the football field. He did not only know his job, he knew every other player's job on defense and how they were going to react to different coverages and different plays and stuff like that. And when the offense come out and how. So basically, Charles Haley would walk into the Dallas Cowboys room on offense with the offense and Troy Aikman, and he would be like, okay, when you guys shift to this, the DBs are going to go this way. When you guys do this, the linebackers are going to do that. When you do, bro, that's very rare. A lot of guys don't even know their job, let alone what everyone else can do, and yet had his athleticism and what great player he was. Every team needs a Charles Haley. So, but long story short, this kid takes, like, he knocks off David Bailey. He knocks off all the boxes you want. Last year at Stanford, he had 22 tackles, 7 sacks, 5 forced fumbles. Bro, this kid is a terror coming around the edge, coming off the edge. No one's really talking about him that much, but we're in June, so a guy like me is. And like I said, I put out Lee Hunter, the D tackle. He's a big one tech. I put him out in May. He was one of my first dudes that I dropped a video on. But I'm just going to drop a few other Texas Tech players today because, like I said, they blew $40 million on a team. But like I told you, that always doesn't work because basically they got 100 individuals. 100. A team will beat a team of stars sometimes because the stars are just out for themselves and they're playing for themselves versus a team is playing for each other. I ain't saying it's going to happen. Texas Tech could win the Big 12. Texas Tech could win 3 games this season. Like 3 years ago, I'm gonna say it was like 3 years ago. Texas A&M at the time spent a fortune, like numbers like this, but a little bit lower. Their team won like 3 games. Well, kids, the whole NIL thing has to be changed. Listen, give me a second. I probably have about 10 more prospects for the day, but I'm going to end the video and just give me a few seconds to drop some highlight videos of him in the comment section. Remember this name, David Bailey, linebacker / edge, Texas Tech, 6'3", 240 pounds. Because we all know when you're rocking with the GWO, for life. Over and out. Give me a minute. Drop the video.